Hello everybody, welcome to Inner Revolution. My name is Delana. Thank you guys all for being here. I went to the park today. I know I feel kind of warm. I went to the park today and I was playing with little Miss Orion here. And halfway through I'm like, I gotta go do a reading. So, feeling it today. I haven't been on YouTube at all, so I don't know if anybody responded to what I said, but it's all good. I want to thank God and the ancestors and the past on loved ones for being here with the collective and I want to thank the spirit guides, archangels, ascended masters for being here with the collective and I, for protecting us, for guiding us, for comforting us, for showing us unconditional love. Some people don't know what that is, but they will shortly. They will shortly. They will soon. What am I doing? What is going on here? Thank you for being here with the collective and I thank you for being here for their loved ones, for them, for comforting them, for showing them who you are, and for being the light in their life and letting them know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that everything is temporary, and to just rock with, lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. I don't want to step on her. For putting us through lessons and blessings, for struggles and abundance and happiness and loss and heartache and joy, hard times and good times, arguments and understandings. Miss Orion, come here. Thank you for everything. Orion agrees. Hold up, I feel like I can't see everything. I feel like I'm like, hold up. There we go. There we go. If it falls, you can still see the creases in that shit. Anyways, I don't have a steamer and I'm not gonna iron this shit because I refuse to iron. Because I was traumatized when I was like younger. My mom made me iron everything. So thank you, God, Source Creator. Thank you for letting the ancestors be around and every day, all day. I'm very grateful and appreciative of what I have right now. Even though, you know, to some people it ain't shit, but to me it's everything. And to those people, you ain't shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Have a for all. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so I was told 3D, 5D. But then I have these here again. So 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D. Yeah. I like to call them the celestial beings, the higher beings, the galactic beings, the cosmic beings, the celestial, the light beings, the light souls, the silence, balance, the night, and the prophet. Ooh, baby. All right. The night. Ooh. The scale. Balance. My little thingies falling down, so it's just gonna land where it's gonna land. I really don't care. The Prophet 21. The silence is what? So we have the silence here. She was first. The silencio. Okay, so it says no amount of clarity or visualization is possible without distancing oneself from the noise of the world, turning inward. Turning inward. Inward revolution, hence the name. Get it, guys? Okay, anyways. Helps us become more in tune with the significant presence that fills the universe. It allows us to lay ourselves bare to it and connect with the ponder and the greater meaning of life. It can be It can be challenging to take ourselves out of the flood of distractions. We stand by our side, waiting to silently guide us along our path. The experience, the guidance, are indispensable in our journey. The silence rests her arms against a skull. Some cultures view skulls as the ultimate symbol of life we lived. It represents our awareness of their message that echoes to us from the other side of the veil. Interesting. Our legacy is our real teacher to the world. Seek out a place of stillness to hear what you need. Take time to meditate. Why am I crying? Why am I emotional? Okay. So then the next one was the night. The night, it says, the night transports deep, dark, dreamy sense with him. He moves slowly and effortlessly through the streets. His incense spills from the center, coloring the air with its perfume. The smoke hangs thick in the air, blanketing the worlds in the darkness. The night wears the stars at his waist. Each speck twinkles with his movement, blinking in and out with each step. He wears a head wrap filled with colors of the sky. The cover appears white at the top and then darkens into the daytime glow cast by the sun. He walks everywhere, bringing dreams and nightmares to everyone as the day falls away to meet the shadows. Don't be afraid of the dark. Greet the shadows. For real. For real. All right. It says balance. The idea of binary is a human concept. We contain both one and another inside our genetic makeup. Balance sits outside of this duality. They follow their vibration, their own story. They can often be positive, revealing the good that sits inside all of us. They can also be gloomy as they give in to the dark emotions that lie feral, waiting to attack. Balance sits somewhere in between. They know what it's like to carry both sides. Balance blends the best and the worst, presenting us a new opportunity to experience the whole of creation. Look for the positive in the negative. Temper your emotions. Yeah. Okay. It's a prophet. So right now, my struggle is my kid. And he is my mirror right now. And motherfucker, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. So gotta go back to my center every time I deal with him. So anyways, the prophet. Humanity has always been drawn in by symbols. They stick with us, creating a language of their own. Beware of a high tide. Skip the 13th floor. Toss salt over your shoulder. The prophet knows the value of these signs. The prophet knows the value of these signs. Wow, I repeated that. It says they are subtle. They appear subtle, whispering small curses and boons to those who listen. The prophet knows where to look for these signs, both in external and internal worlds. She befriends the snake. She takes on an otherworldly air. She is a pearl of profound wisdom from which you can learn when you are ready to ask and receive. Follow the signs you are receiving. Listen to the voices inside of you. Exactly when I was like, oh my God, I need to do a reading, I was like, oh, okay, I'm coming. Yeah. Oh, she moved. Whatever. My neighbors. So let's do this. Oh wait, I think I was waiting for delivery. Hang on. 5D. Okay. So I call upon the air, the earth, the water, the fire, and Great Spirit. That was weird. I tried to shuffle and things just stayed there. There we go. Okay. Get out of your head. The mind is and can be a horrible place sometimes if you, oh God. You saw that. It landed just like this. It is getting out of your head. So if someone leaves you, this is what I'm getting. If someone leaves you, okay, hold on. Maybe I'm not looking at my big mouth again. Yeah. So it's leaving that behind, leaving the loss of loss behind, leaving the loss of being left behind, leaving the abandonment issues behind, leaving being left out in the cold behind. Let me tell you, if someone leaves you, if you feel abandoned by someone, anything, a job, whatever it is, think of it as a fucking blessing, man. Think of it as a blessing. It may not seem like that at the time because we're in it, but I promise you, you're going to be seriously happy. You're gonna look back and be like, damn, I'm telling you, it is that. Being left out in the cold, making a new pathway for yourself, going on a new journey, doing something different that you've never done before. And this is all about self-love in the middle of this. Looking back and being like, damn, this is justice. This is justice for you. This is justice for you. Even though it may not feel like it right now, like it's justice for you. I promise you, it's a blessing in disguise. You know, you right now it doesn't seem so happy. You may be drinking a lot. You may be wanting to go indulge yourself in other people. But that's not going to bring you happiness. It's just going to distract you. Yeah, it's just going to distract you. And you're going to figure that out very soon. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what this is saying. It's like, yeah, it's gonna, and it will definitely come to an end. Exactly. The Fool is Empress energy. We have, okay. So this is, I feel like this is past energy. I feel like someone is probably going through this or will start to be going through this or has gone through this already. I feel like this next journey is not eating your own words, but like swallowing your pride. You know what I'm saying? Swallowing your pride, swallowing, just shutting your mouth sometimes and just kind of like letting things, oh yeah, this is totally part of my message. Because I know that yesterday I was like, I'm just going to not even say anything. I'm just going to let him keep on talking, So that's what that is. It's not opening your mouth and wanting to be impulsive and saying things that, number one, you might regret. Number two, might make you feel bad. You don't want to say things that will make you feel bad in the process because that's going to stumble you as you move forward because you're going to look back and you're going to be like, fuck, I felt so bad. I shouldn't have done, and have all these what ifs. If you say things that, are conscious, you're consciously aware of what you're saying and you know that they make sense to you and yeah, they may come off a little harsh or what have you, at least you're being true to yourself, right? There's going to be a death to that. Remember we had that card, it said she holds the skull. This is the death card. Has her foot on the skull. Like, it's really looking back and making your wrongs right, looking back and doing things differently, looking back instead of being the fool, being the empress, right? Instead of stumbling over your words, instead of like acting a fool instead of doing things the way you've always done things, you're going, there's a lot of people, a lot of energies, I can feel it, doing things the way the feminine energy is, should do them, right? Should do them, right? Whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, Two of Wands. It's making a decision. Making a decision. You know, there's a lot of people that I know that have fed into themselves that have come a really long way from a lot of trauma, a lot of fucking negativity, a lot of toxic environments. I mean, their environment still may be a little bit toxic, but it's not 100% toxic like it was before. And for that, it shows a lot of resilience and adversity and just having faith. Yeah, having the strength to overcome yeah, look at the Tower and the Sun, baby. And having that Ten of Wands, you know, the Ten of Swords, it looks like, see this Ten of Swords, it looks like they're in his back, but they're really not. You know, he's in his head though. He's really thinking about it. He's like, I deserve these 10 swords on my back. Some people probably do. But it's not up to us to do that. It's not up to us to, you know, churn the knife. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what's happening here. It's manifesting in the spirit world as we speak. And it already, me saying it is bringing it out, bringing the subconscious conscious, right? But in the end, there's the Sun. It's clarity. Being strong through the shakes, being strong through the, and I'm saying all this in metaphorically, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the earthquakes, all of that stuff in our lives personally, where it feels like we're standing in a tornado and the world is just like making us dizzy, you know what I'm saying? Or like standing, you know, in a place where everything is shaking, you don't know. You just gotta be still. Just be still in those moments and don't react, don't respond, don't be anything, just be still. Queen of Swords, Thorns, okay. Okay, let's clarify the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles since they're meet me at the cross. Cross, whatever you want, whatever you need, I'll be doing. Yeah, material success. That's the thing. Okay, so Five of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles clarifying. Don't worry about being left out in the cold in the past. Like right now, it's about moving forward and continuing whatever success that you have and moving forward and just being a better you. With the Fool, staying grounded, like I said, staying stable. The Queen of Pentacles is a grounded energy. It's an earth energy. Stay grounded. Be still. Be still in these moments. Let people say whatever they want. Let people assume who you are, you know. As long as you know who you are, let them assume whatever they want. And even if they are saying something that is true, that triggers you, keep your mouth shut. And just know, Six of Swords. That right there, and the Hierophant, exactly, that right there is having faith. I was just going to say that that right there is the success that you want. It's not material success, but it's inner success. It's earned success. It's success within yourself to keep still, be in that moment. Let it be real. Let it be the truth. And just let it, oh my God, I'm getting chills. Let it be true. Let it be the truth. Know what it is and don't just be still, all right? And the Hierophant is here to have faith that you being still, your stillness and having faith in him is going to work out. I see 3 rings. That was weird. I saw them on the wall, like little 3 rings. It's like the Spirit of Ether. Great Spirit is here and God is here. You know, the Native American culture has Great Spirit, which is God, you know, which is the celestial beings. I feel like a lot of Native Americans have witnessed back in the day, the light coming down to earth, which I think is aliens, but it could just be their higher beings, celestial beings, and the light from the sky, the light in the sky is. So we have the Hierophant here. Okay, so 3D, 5D. That's okay. 3D, 5D is what I just heard. So Hierophant meaning God in this 3D world, but ether is the spirit world. That's confirming why I'm here. Okay. So the Three of Wands here, this Page of Swords, this swallowing your pride, this swallowing the truth of who you are, this acceptance, this ability to hold it tight within you and bringing the death to the emotional factors of how it triggers you or how it affects you and how it makes you want to lash out, is going to be that established strength. There's a lot of strength here in these cards right now, and it fell out flat with the Page of Swords and the Death card, letting that those triggers or those reactions just lay dormant, not even dormant, just laid as acceptances of truth, but accepting it within and not even verbalizing it without, you know? Yeah. With this, I in my head, I said verify the Empress card. So it said peace restored. There's a lot of peace going to be restored within a lot of people, especially those who are embracing the feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, okay? Embracing that energy, because there's a decision that you have to make, or not you have to make, that you could make, if you want to, okay? So, yeah. So the Strength card is the Princess of Pentacles. It's a message coming from Source that you know is there, and acknowledging that as well. It skipped the Two of Wands because the Two of Wands is self-explanatory. I said it's making a choice. It's a choice that you could make if you want to make it on your own, you know. Consult God. We have victory here with the Tower and the Sun. Victory here, it's the Six of Wands. We have 666, turn it upside down is 999. It's absolute victory for a cycle that has been closed for a long time. The people that are still in this first phase here, I'm letting you know that your stillness and your faith will bring you through. Yeah, it's right here at the bottom of the deck. Universe, the one great night of time. We had the Knight card in that deck. Being still, you know, having faith throughout the night, having faith with balance, having faith with silence. Interesting. Oh, look, and the Ace of Cups. We have the Universe and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Powers of water, powers of consciousness, bringing the subconscious conscious. Okay, I'm going to wrap in it. Clean this up later. There's a lot of things being left behind. And I'm not just saying people, I'm meaning things, habits, just things that, addictions, whether it be shopping, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be pessimism, whether it be loss of faith. I feel like all of that stuff is actually coming back into people's hearts, and you're honoring that in such a beautiful way that's your own, not what other people want you to be or how other people want you to believe. It's whatever, you know, you believe as your higher power, because yourself is, look at this, just came out, food meditation. I can I can change my life. I can change my mentality. I can change my faith. I can make decisions on my own. I can be powerful. I can be positive. I can be optimistic. I can be useful. I can be resourceful. I can do all the things that I want to do, no matter what anybody else says, has to say, or wants to say. That is irrelevant to me. Dang, you see that? Yep. Restoration, alchemy. That is what we're doing here. I have a surprise for the new year, and I'm practicing right now, and I want to tell you what it is so fucking bad, but I can't. But we will be doing alchemy. I promise you. It'll be with earth, water, air, fire. And I hope all like the alchemists that want to like, you know, do it on the same day. Like, I think it'll be so great. I do want to go to the Chinese New Year in downtown LA. Because I've been dying to go every year, and every year I don't fucking go, and I hate that about myself. Look, I put the deck together and I split it, and it's the same thing. So this is gonna happen. There's no more like, I'm telling you. Trust. This keeps going right back to here. Third eye. Woo. Hood love, community, yes. I can, the community, there is going to be a lot of community, there's going to be a lot of support, there's going to be a lot of, you know, people that are stuck in a timeline with, you know, negativity and all that stuff, like, that's their timeline. They have to go through that. There's no way to pull them out of that. That is their choice. People who want to stay that way can stay that way. Yeah, we have beyond. Ooh, look at this, is so beautiful. Okay, so this is in the ethers as well. Yeah, this is in the ethers as well. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Wow. So I can do this. I can, like, we can be community. There is community here. It's like the ghetto fabulous hood love, it says, you know, having that sense of security within people that are around you, whether it's online, whether it is in your 3D world, because, you know, online's online, like, you know, people are really not friends online. We're just like online, whatever, acquaintances. Like, we all, I don't know, but I don't know anybody like on a personal level except for Candace that's on here. And Candace and I are not, you know, friends per se. We're acquaintances outside of this online world, but I do have love for her, and I've touched her, and I've met her, and I've hugged her, you know, but other people on here I have not. So, unless I have and I don't know it. But anyway, that sounded weird. Anyway, the brujas. For the brujas and the he. What? Interesting. Okay. That is so interesting. Okay, so right here when I have a community and beyond, it's like the community of the etherical world. I said 3D, 5D. This is 5D here. This is 5D. We have the angels here with us. They're here. And then we have spirit, which is air, which is ether, right? And also we have chaos here and balance. So bringing chaos to balance, having balance in chaos is what when we're transcending that. We're transcending the chaos. Spirit is actually transcending the chaos to bring us clarity, with joy and light. Right here, this to me is the Sun card. It has, you know, he's on a fucking unicorn, and it's an adult writing. It's like having fun and joy in your adult life. With the starseed here underneath community, it is the celestial beings. I did call upon the light beings and everything like that. So it's the angels, the archangels, the light, the moon, the sun, ether, There's keys here. My booty, my booty, my booty, yeah, my booty. That's my goodies, but I'm just fucking around. Um, that is this. It's being otherworldly. With enchantment here, it's celebration. With spirit, spirit is celebrating the balance that we have made throughout the chaos. Now there will be bliss to have. There's bliss up in the ethers, and when the ethers have bliss, we have bliss because we're connected with them. This transcendence is a letting go of the physical world, letting go of things that don't bring you happiness, don't bring you joy, don't bring you bliss, don't bring you community, things that don't bring celebration, things that bring chaos, letting that go. Pay attention, pay attention. And you don't want to know what came out? Sorcery and alchemy. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. Sorcery has revolution on it, but alchemy has choices. There is a transcendence of sorcery into alchemy. I feel like there's a belief now, or there's like an awareness, I should say, not a belief, an awareness of alchemy, and there's an awareness of sorcery, right? I say this because on here, everybody thought sorcery was alchemy and alchemy was sorcery, but it's really not. It's one and the same. It just depends who has their hands on it. You know? And yeah, I could go dark if I want to, but I choose not to. I make choices in that, which is alchemy. Okay? The sorcery with the revolution underneath is, it's a revelation. It's an eye opener. It's you know, it could be seen as sorcery, but the revelation, the revolution of it is evolving. There is no, you know, there is no good nor bad. People do with what they will. We have our own free will, and with that, it's like there's an evolution of sorcery. With that being said, and it's not in a negative way. To me, it's in a positive way. It's the awareness of it, and knowing that we can turn that sorcery into alchemy is the revolution, right? Interesting. I don't even know. Okay. I don't even know if that all makes sense, but if it does, oh, this is upside down. Union. Yeah. Union. Interesting. Okie dokie, okay. What do we got here? Let's continue on. We have Herald of Change. We have forgiveness. We have experiencing life as it comes. Yeah. Compassion. The power of community. The balancing act. Adaptability and possible. Again, community here is really, really big. Having compassion, going through, experiencing life as it comes, having no expectations of people, of things, of, you know, of experiences, going into things very open-minded, open-hearted, and not having that negative connotation about things or people, because that right there is just a setup for failure. What you think about is what you bring about. So if you do, I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but if you do happen to run into a man or a woman that you find attractive and you're already thinking negative about it, then the outcome is going to be negative. Think positive, think good things, like have confidence, and just, I've asked guys out before, like I have no shame in the game. Even if they're not my type, and even if they say no, I'm like, all right, cool, well, I hope you enjoy. You know, it's like it's like being able to accept rejection without beating yourself down as well. You know, I don't know why all that, but it's also having the power of community and just being like, it's okay, that's okay. You dodged a bullet, pretty much. If people don't want to be around you or what have you, then that's their loss if you are a good person, you know? But if you're a piece of shit and they don't want to be around because you're a piece of shit, that's your loss, you know? Oh. All right, there's the angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Yeah, I'm telling you. I know. That's why I said I never say thank you for letting, you know. Interesting. Third eye activation, and I went like this. Brow chakra, inner vision, cleaning seer. I always do that. Seeing, it says clear seeing. We have halls of learning and thought light codes, Arcturian light codes, yeah. We have stellar gateway activation and the divine matrix and the chamber of the violet flame. With third eye activation, there's going to be a lot of visions. People are pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the signs in the outside world, the crows, the hawks, the foxes, whatever kind of animal you see. If you see numbers, that's how I live my life. I don't know any other way. I don't know. I don't know any other way how to live. Like, seriously, I'm like, oh my God, what does that mean? And I'm just like, okay, great. Like, it's a positive thing. Like, I'm on the right track. Like, I'm doing the right thing. Like, if I feel good about myself, then I know that I'm on the right track. If I feel like shit, there's something that I need to fix. If there's something that's weighing on my mind, if there's something that I need to go back and take care of. Like, that's just how I am personally. And if I try to fix it and it still doesn't work, then at least I tried, and I keep on trucking. Like, I'm not trying to beg people and plea and I'll do all that bullshit because I ain't a beggar. I ain't a beggar. I used to be, but I'm not anymore, and I just don't do that shit. if someone's not mature enough to move forward without, you know, me being a beggar, then you're just way too immature for me. You know? Anyways, it says spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. I thanked for the lessons and the blessings. I never say that. It says light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic, alchemy. It's right here. And look, it says intergalactic mastery, confirmation. It says Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. It's exactly what we need to have. We need to have futuristic thinking, having foresight, thinking about things, how they would be if maybe you were positive, right? And then stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation vortex. For me, that is the new year. And the divine matrix, interconnected synchronicities, God incidences, not coincidences, God incidences. Yes, God incidences. Sounds like a funny word. But it's also here being in the pillars. It says karmic release, radical transformation. I feel like that's what this is as of right now. Until we hit that new year, until we light that spark with the alchemy and I want to say advancement. I don't know why. With that vortex, with that future thinking, with recalling our power, with the Great Awakening, with divine magic, with our spirit guides, with our third eye chakra, with our angelic frequencies that are here, I absolutely feel like this is going to be one of the biggest transformations that all of us can experience together. I feel like it's going to be beautiful. Speaking your mind and being understood, getting to know people and not taking on their issues, but being there for them and knowing that you know, to be heard. That's all people want, is to be acknowledged, to be heard, to be seen. That's not that takes no money. That takes no, you know, that takes no effort to do that. You know, but people are not willing to do that because they're so selfish. And I don't mean selfish in a way of self-care. I mean selfish in a way of, y'all know what I mean. And if you feel some type of way, you're one of them, and you're part of the problem. You know? She of the Lotus. Here we go. I was called to read these. Okay. We have She of the Lotus. We have Beyond the Mind. Future. So, whoa. What else we got? One more, please. Thank you. And we got Crystal Keys. Okay, we're doing 4. 20. 22. I'm getting hungry. All right. So we have She of the Lotus. It says shadow work, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers, loving yourself back to wholeness, the beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters, disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners. My shadow encounters brought, excuse me, it says, when we discard any part of ourselves, we are throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Often our greatness strengthens our greatest strengths are our greatest weaknesses, and vice versa. When we reject or deny parts of ourselves, we end up feeling hollow and lost and detached. When we take them out of the trash and work them out through compassion and gentleness and honesty and non-judgment, we can shine a light on these shadows and see them for what they are. Incredibly, my perceived weakness vanished as I peeled the layers further and further back to explore the past experiences that accompanied them. It says, self-love is a catalyst for transformation. Alchemizing painful triggers is an opportunity for awareness that helps us reclaim more of ourselves. As the dense spaces begin to evaporate, we can be filled with more light, more love, and we create an upward healing spiral. For sure. Okay, beyond the mind. Thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection, meditation, the bliss of being. We said bliss in the cards. Quiet the monkey mind. I love monkeys. Quiet the monkey mind. Let's see. Fathoming the unfathomable, finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. True bliss is experienced completely and utterly in the present moment. In essence, it's the feeling we spend so much of our life seeking. Ironically, we have access to this feeling always, without external stimulants or concepts. Exactly what I say. There's going to be an end to a lot of addictions and things like that. Addictions, shopping, whatever it is. It says, allow everything to drop away, stimulants or concepts. Allow everything to drop away so you are present. It can take some work, but presence and bliss are totally within your grasp. Commodity-driven society tells us we need to seek things outside of ourselves to feel safe and happy. This thinking keeps us out of the magic. The enlightened soul knows there is so much more. Crystal Keys. I just want to say thank you to all of you. You guys have helped me grow in a lot of ways. And I'm very, very grateful. So thank you. It says, these are potent codes as all our personal power struggles and ego problems affect the bigger picture of how the world operates. Our shadows are unresolved wisdom codes. Avoidance makes them spiral out to aid in the construction of the world we don't actually want, both individually and collectively. When we see this information as the gift that it is, we can cultivate presence and begin to see between the lines of our inner workings. The world needs as much light as possible so we don't have to repeat of what happened in Lemuria. Let's allow ourselves to see our shadows as an opportunity to bring more light into our being and heal the world from these dark foundations. We got one more. Self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts, light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your heart armor, accepting your shadows as the flip side of your strength, a vulnerable, wide-open heart, authentic, heartfelt needs. It says, remember your internal world reflects your outer reality. If you are met by less than ideal dynamics, then they may hold a clue to your unloved parts. Accepting our less desirable aspects doesn't make the behaviors that may arise from them okay. Accepting your whole self, being okay with the foundations that created these insecurities and bringing them back to balance. Love is the most potent and healing tool that we have, and the more we feel, the more we create. It is contagious too. The more we live from our hearts, the more we find it in our lives. So how do we kickstart this wholeness of being? Be present and authentic with your heartfelt needs. Have an awareness and a softening towards your unloved parts. It may seem easier said than done, but start seeing things from a gentler, more compassionate place, away from judgment. In the bigger picture, we all are doing the best we can within our circumstances. Often the things that keep us out of our hearts are much simpler to release than we realize. Finding what makes us happy and surrounding ourselves with those who really see us and encourage us goes a long way. It says, be aware of the parts of yourself that find you easy to love. Set goals for healing themes that require extra care and attention. Honor the fantastic vessel your body is. Look at what you are good at and grow your self-appreciation from this place. Wonder at the challenges you have moved through. Dream big, but also be real about what it is achievable. Do not compare yourself to others, as we all have our different struggles and strengths. Think about all you are grateful for, acts of kindness, and other ways to expand heartfelt good vibes. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. My name is Delana. Thank you guys for being here at Her Revolution. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. I leave you with health, wealth, and happiness. Peace, love, and harmony. Thank you, guys.